Hey, I'm Jay Kumar, the BassBlaster, and this is your Abu Garcia Revo Minn Kota Humminbird Top 5 Tips and Trends of the Month. Number 1. What lipped crankbait have we seen the most of this year on the top trails so far? The Rapala DT6.
I want to be able to go like, DT, take him out.
Yeah, who doesn't? First time was Drew Gill, who launched out of the gate this year like
Nitro Zeus.
To win the Guntersville MLF Bass Pro Tour event, Nitro Zeus, aka Drew Gill, caught most of his fish on his new signature Big Bite Bait Spotlight Minnow, but he could not have won without catching fish on that Rapala DT6. Then we saw former Tour Pro Stephen Browning finishing second at the Bassmaster Open on the Kissimmee Chain, Florida, and one of his baits was a DT6, in this case in that killer color River Shad. For whatever reason, that color is a catcher. Personally, I think the secret to it is...
That's my new obsession.
All right, then we saw DTs again at the Hartwell Bass Pro Tour tournament, twice in the top 10. Alabama rookie phenom Banks Shaw fished one to finish 4th, and Ott Defo finished 9th with one too. I gotta mention Jacob Wheeler finished 8th in that tournament, fishing a Rapala DT8, which is the same body size as the DT6, just with a bigger lip. Now, Ott is a known balsa crankbait hammer and also balsa crankbait bait designer, so I asked him what's up with the DT6 in spring? Why does it work so well? Here's what he said. Number 1, it has a very moderate action, not super tight like a shad wrap, not a square bill. It's a medium wobble crankbait, which he said fits a lot of situations. And then number 2, he said it probably is the best casting crankbait that gets down in that 5 to 7 foot range. Well, for sure, it's got something special. Now, a reminder that the Rapala DT series, which came out in 2003, was co-designed by crankbait master David Fritz, and Randy Flat Top Howell won the 2014 Bassmaster Classic partly with one. So get you one in River Shad or dark brown crawdad and get to work, man. Number 2. Chatterbaits get bites and chatterbaits get big bites all year round, every year. That's why the best fishermen in the world fish them.
Oh, cool. Which one?
Hey, I'm glad you asked. Well, for sure, the number 1 chatterbait on the top tours year after year, as I've said several times, is the
Jackhammer.
Yeah, the Jackhammer, aka the Z-Man Evergreen collab, aka the Brett Hite Maurizo Shimizu. Oh my gosh, Jay, Shimizu. The Brett Hite Maurizo Shimizu collab. Every year it's one of the top tournament baits, and so far this year it's already won a top tour level event. It's helped with 2 seconds in the first 2 Bass Pro Tour events, and it's been used to account for a few more top 10s in several different levels of events. But it's not just been 100% jackhammers. A couple more to mention have the same 3 letters, EVO.
Evo? Where'd you get an Evo?
Yeah, man, Evo. And I get mine from the guy in the brown shirt who's always dropping fishing stuff off at my door. You know what I mean. All right, the Evo. First, Brock Mosley got close to a win at the Lake Martin Bassmaster Elite, fishing a 3/8 ounce Z-Man Evo tungsten chatterbait. He said he feels that bait in that 3/8 ounce size actually hits harder than the 3/8 in the jackhammer.
Get out of here.
No, I'm serious. It's got to be that tungsten head. Then Patrick Walters just won the no forward-facing sonar NPFL championship on Smith Lake, Alabama, with this bait, a Z-Man regular Evo chatterbait. Meaning lead, not tungsten. Why that one? Well, even though Patrick said he loves the jackhammer, he thinks the regular Evo runs truer sometimes, and he also likes the total package, meaning the colors, the hook, and the keeper. I guess the big question is, does Z-Man have a lock on the chatterbait game at the top levels?
Yes, but I don't think. Yep.
If you say so, my man. Number 3. All right, so far this year we've seen at least 3 big wins on dice-style baits, but not on the multitudinous dice and fuzzy baits we saw pile into the market in 2025. The 3 wins so far, which are Bassmaster Elite in Alabama, a Bassmaster Open in Texas, and an MLF College Championship in South Carolina, we're all on this, a hide-up Coikes. Now you know that, but let's start with being a little honest, which is that thing looks nothing like anything a bass would ever want to eat or maybe has even seen before. I mean, I guess you could maybe kind of say a similar thing about a spinnerbait and a TRD, but at least kind of looks like fish or a crawfish or a bug in the TRD case. But this, I asked our distinguished panel of judges what they thought it was, and they said,
it's an alien.
It's an alien, sir.
An alien.
exactly, it looks like an alien. So why are these guys fishing an alien bait? Well, as far as this early season has gone, here's why it's beaten your regular old fuzzy slash dice baits and your regular old Nico rigged worms.
Bigger!
Right, bigger. It's offering a bigger profile than a regular dice bait would for bigger hungry bass. And Nico rigged is basically weedless thanks to all those long and kind of stiff alien arms. Those deals are a lot stiffer than skirt strands. Last but not least, when it comes to pre-spawn suspended fish, it moves slow in the water column, kind of hovers there. You can make it do that, and it doesn't sink right to the bottom like, for example, a Nico rigged worm would, which is how that guy, Texas Elite Series rookie Pake South, won the Bassmaster Open on Sam Rayburn Reservoir. So is the dice slash fuzzy category gonna move from finesse to bigger than finesse? Is it already? Either way, yeah, I guess I do too. Number 4. All right, another bait we've seen a lot of this year, including in one major win, is the Booyah One Knocker Lipless Crankbait, or the very similar
Door Knocker.
No, not Door Knocker, man, the Excalibur XR50, XR75 knocking version. All right, back to that in a second, but so far we've seen Cody Stahl win the Kissimmee Chain Florida Bassmaster Open, partly fishing one. Former Tour Pro Terry Scroggins finished 7th in that event, fishing the same bait. The Gunnersville MLF Toyota was won partly on the same bait, and I think 2 other guys in the top 10 also fished one. We also saw a 10th place at the Rayburn Toyota on them. So they're popping. Now back to Booyah versus the old Excalibur version and why they sound so good. Now 99% of fishermen could not tell those two baits apart because apparently they are the exact same baits except for like treble hooks and certain colors. I got that from Booyah, and Booyah should know because it owns both brands. It made both baits. It's just the Excalibur brand is retired, and that XR50 became the Booyah One Knocker and Hard Knocker. Well, don't believe me. Jason Christie actually sawed both versions in half to show that they're built exactly the same. And fellow Bassmaster pro Alex Davis actually weighed both versions, and they weigh exactly the same. Not only that, the company has a patent on that knocker. It's a combo of tungsten and lead, which the company says is the secret sauce to why that bait catches them better at times than any other lipless crankbait. Of course, that super tight vibration and that fall on the yo-yo is a big deal too. I should also mention that the Excaliburs are like $50 a piece on eBay, but a new one knocker will only set you back $9 on Tackle Warehouse.
Well, I'll take 5.
There you go, man. Get after them. Number
5.
Do you remember back in the olden days of bass fishing when we used 2D sonar? Hey, I think that's Atari, not sonar. Anyhow, okay, we all still use 2D, and it's pretty darn good now, too. The guys fishing the recent NPFL championship on Smith Lake, Alabama, could not use forward-facing sonar, so it was all about 2D and also 360. Now, the winner of that event, Patrick Walters, did something that most guys think is impossible now. He caught fish under his boat using 2D, and so did other guys in that tournament. Does that sound crazy to you? Well, here's what Patrick said about it in the BassBlaster email. I would make a quarter cast with a shaky head and wait on one to get under the boat on 2D and drop on him. It was old school. I felt like I could catch fish like that literally at will out deep. I don't think anybody catches them beneath the boat anymore. With scope nowadays, I think we all cast out, and then once they get within 20 feet, we're like, whatever. He's right, of course. But now he knows otherwise, and you do too. So what about it, two deers? Get back to dropping on them and let the scopers make those 110-foot precise pinpoint casts. Now, either way, whatever you do, make sure when you get out there you have... Heck yeah, man. All right, before signing off this time, we got a quick new deal.
Abu got gear.
The Abu Got Gears shout out of the month. By Got Gears, we're talking the big old powerful but not heavy gears in the new Abu Garcia Beast swim bait reels like such. Now I'm gonna give the first shout out to an Abu man, Bassmaster Elite Series rookie Pake South. Pake set the all-time Bassmaster Open 3-day 5-fish weight record with an enormous 96 pounds and 15 ounces of Sam Rayburn hams. Dang, dude, you definitely got gears. All right, that's all I got for you this month. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Abu Garcia Revo and Minn Kota Humminbird. See you next month with the top tips and trends. God bless you.